considered a floodplain, they didn't think they needed it. Kim Holland joins me now with more on that. Ms. Holland, we appreciate you being here.
My pleasure, Tammy.
You know, we're talking about the floodplain. Some people might be surprised to hear their homeowners insurance does not include flood insurance.
That's right. Flood insurance is a special program that's offered only through the federal government, through the National Flood Insurance Plan program, and so it is not a part of a standard homeowners policy.
Can you even get flood insurance if you do not live in a floodplain?
Well, you can, Tammy, and actually 25% of all flood damages occur in moderate to low-risk flood areas, and we're seeing that right now in Edmond and other parts of the Oklahoma City area as a consequence to this storm. So I really encourage all of your viewers to get on the FEMA website or the NFIP website. They can actually go to floodsmart.gov and learn about flood insurance. It's a fairly low cost, particularly in those low-risk areas, but it's that added protection in the event of something unusual like we're seeing right now.
For those right now with damage, do homeowners have another option except to just pay for the repairs out of pocket?
Well, unfortunately not. Now, of course, we have a disaster declaration that was declared, and hopefully there will be some funds available through FEMA that can take some time. So it's a tragic situation where they should go ahead and get in touch with their homeowner's insurance policy, their company, and their agent to make sure that there aren't some items that may be covered in terms of as a result of the damage. But by and large, unfortunately, insurance, again, since this is a federal program, in the absence of that coverage, there really is no protection.
So they really need to take a look at that plan and see if they might be able to get something back on something that they've lost.
Yeah.
What can they do if they want to get flood insurance for the future? What do they need to do? What's the next step?
Well, one, you can talk to your insurance agent, but the website is an easy way to go on. First of all, FEMA.gov, FEMA.gov. We can tell you if you're in a floodplain or not, but as we've witnessed, that's not an indicator. The lower risk, however, is the lower the cost of your insurance coverage, and it's pretty affordable. So I encourage people to go to floodsmart.gov, and they can get all the information that they need. They can get a rate for their policy right online. If they have any questions, they can certainly call the Oklahoma Insurance Department. We'll be happy to help them through it.
Let's talk about renters. What can they do about flood insurance? Can they get it?
The renters, yes, you can purchase contents insurance only, and it's certainly a good precaution to make sure that if you're considering renting a property, that you know whether it's in a floodplain or not, and talk to your landlord whether coverage has been purchased or not.
We saw so many pictures of cars. There are a lot of automobiles with damage here, Ms. Holland. What can they do about a car? Is that, again, just a situation where you need to go look at that policy to see if you have some coverage?
Water damage to a vehicle, fortunately, is standard coverage if you have comprehensive and collision coverage. So if you have just basic liability, you may find that water damage is not covered. But if you've got full coverage, you can call your insurance agent right away, because water damage to a vehicle would be covered under that policy.
You have been a regular visitor with us this spring, Ms. Holland. We appreciate your time again.
My pleasure, Tammy. Good to see you.
You too. And for more information on the steps you need to take after you get